Hey guys, we're back with another movie review. Here I got with me Rico and Wade. I'm
Hello.
George. It's pre-rendered, and we are reviewing Star Trek Into Darkness.
We are
Worst
boldly
movie title
going
ever.
where
Into
no podcast
Darkness.
has gone before.
No podcast has gone
Uh,
before. Ba, 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 ba. I'm sorry, that's next. Okay, anyways, let's so what'd you guys think of the movie?
Uh, I love that movie. I thought it was an awesome movie. You know what I'm saying? By itself, regardless of whether or not it was Star Trek based on it, I thought it was just a great movie, excellent pacing. I like the character development. I That movie actually made me think that then I might be part Vulcan because everything Spock was saying was the truth. I was like, yes, speak it. Fuck your emotions. Do what's logical.
Everything he was saying was the truth?
Well, not everything, but a lot of it. He was pretty cool. I liked
Well,
him.
then what did you think about the he was willing to die in order to fit in line with the Star Command's protocol of not being seen by that race of aliens?
Sorry.
As I said before, there is
That's
nothing wrong with
definitely
that.
Buzz Lightyear, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Oh my God.
Oh
But I don't
god.
see
Then
anything wrong with that. You know, he's a when you undertake the job as a whatever he is, a soldier in the Federation, then
and
you
Star Command.
whatever. Okay, you understand that you're putting your life on the line to do certain things, and if you walk into a volcano with a nuclear cryo device, you have to understand that there's a huge chance that you're probably going to die. So if he went in there, whatever, he made this decision, and I can accept that, as did he, because he's awesome like that.
Okay.
How
Um,
about his hair when he ran? That's all I remember.
His hair kind of
Those
bothered me in
those
general. It just sort of
bangs.
looks weird.
Yeah. When he's chasing what's his name? Oh yeah, we forgot to say spoilers. Yeah, lots of spoilers. When he's chasing Khan,
Khan!
me and the guys were just watching it, and all we noticed was just like his hair bouncing up and down when he's just. I'm like, it's noticeably weird when he's running, but that's. I mean, that really has no effect on my views on the movie. But I just thought that
Apparently it did, George.
was.
I've
um,
I've read online that a lot of people said from the first movie he's gained weight, like the actor. Like they said he looked kind of like fat in the face. I'm not really so sure I noticed that, but I've heard a
I,
lot of
I
people
old,
wasn't
say
looking that
that.
right?
hard.
Let the guy get old and age. Is that cool? Oh my
Absolutely not,
God, he's
George.
fat in the face. Jesus.
Actors stay the same age for 30 years at a time.
It's true. It's Morgan Freeman. He's like
Pretty much.
He's been old since he was born.
that guy's like
He's been 70 since like 1985.
Yeah, since he was driving Miss Daisy.
so.
But
So you were saying that you like the pacing, Rico. I have to agree. I almost thought like that movie went by too quick. Like I watched that and I was just like, oh my God, it's over already. Oh my. And it was like what 2 hours 20 minutes, something like
it
that.
was pretty meaty, yeah.
It was a long movie, but I didn't even it like went by so quickly.
I thought the ending was really rushed. Like Spock is fighting Khan, uppercut. Okay, we're gonna go to Kirk. Okay, speech. Okay, the movie's over. Like I thought that happened really fast, like within
Yeah,
like 10 minutes.
that was a bit. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see.
But it was a good enough wrap up, so I didn't really mind it.
Right.
But one thing that we cannot overlook is how awesome Peter Weller was. RoboCop was the best in this movie. He was such a great bad guy.
RoboCop. Oh, RoboCop. Gotcha. Wait, does he play the new RoboCop? Is that what's going on?
No,
No,
he
no, no, he's
is
the original
RoboCop,
RoboCop.
or was.
Oh, oh, okay. Holy crap. That is RoboCop.
Yep, absolutely.
Alex Murphy.
That's the one.
Oh my God.
Well,
God, he's
shit.
gross.
You talked to him. Oh man, he's
Now that
absolutely
I
in that.
think about it, he still looks like he's like RoboCop, like with his
I
face
told
just
you
like
they stay the
just
same
pasted
decades.
on his robot face.
They're just like I look the exact same.
Alex Murphy.
But the cool thing is he's a really good guy because I kind of don't like the motive because I never really liked the whole kill millions of people for profit motive, but it was he was overall an interesting bad guy, and he was kind of clever, which is what made it really good. He was a schemer, I always like schemers.
Yeah, but one thing that bothered me about that movie was like it was so predictable. Like
Absolutely.
the twists, and it's just like,
Absolutely.
oh, okay. Like I catch it like 20
Yep.
minute before it even comes
Exactly. I was
up, and
about to say
I'm
the
like,
same thing.
this is, and then the with the warheads, and and the whole switcheroo with the thing, and I was just like, oh, they're gonna bring back Kirk with
With
which
the
was with
Super Spock.
the fur thing. I forgot what they're called, but that was a nice
Yeah.
homage to one of the older episodes from the original show, which was absolutely ridiculous if you've ever seen it. But
Speaking of predictable, I can't believe they had the audacity to have that scene where the Enterprise is like going down in the clouds, like it's gonna crash, and then like, oh, it's gonna come up through the clouds. Like we haven't seen that a million times.
But didn't
well,
your
they
heart
did like
leap
the
when
whole
it
switcheroo
touched
thing.
down?
Like it was an Enterprise, but it was a different Enterprise.
Yeah, it was. It's big.
It was like the
Enterprise.
super Enterprise.
Yeah, exactly. And it was
Um,
black, George. It was painted black, so
It was
that's how you
painted
know it's
black.
the villain one.
But that editor should get an award because everybody thought it was it's the same ship.
Really? That's...
Yeah. Well, when you watch the
Um,
trailer.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, because it goes by so quick. You think it's because you see the Enterprise. They take the scene from the real Enterprise falling through the clouds, and then they cut it to the scene where it crashes into the water.
Yeah. I was looking for that the whole movie, man. They
Yeah.
got me so good.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I was gonna say I really liked the movie, not nearly as much as I liked the first one though. The first Star Trek was such a breath of fresh air to me, and I loved it. And I had never been a Star Trek fan before. Like the first Star Trek movie to this series from 2009 is my first anything with Star Trek, and I completely ate it up, and I loved it. I loved the world. I loved the characters. In this sequel, I liked it. It was fun, but like they said, it was predictable, and it wasn't really like I don't know. I don't want to. It wasn't really anything special, but it was still good. It was
It's
solid.
true.
It was still.
I agree. It was solid. It wasn't. I mean, it didn't like change my life or anything. Like the
Yeah.
first Star Trek, that crap was crazy. Like, it was
Yeah.
like I didn't even think you could do this with Star Trek.
Yeah, it
Like-
was Star Trek for a new generation. Like it was a modern Star Trek, and it really worked.
Low.
you mean the next generation?
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, sorry.
It's a good one, mate. job.
But the most fun I had in this movie was just the character interactions and the dialogue, because they like really nailed it. I loved
That was-
just seeing Spock and Kirk go at it, and the other crew
Yes.
members.
Yeah.
I loved when it was, I'm gonna say her name wrong, Uhura, and
Yeah.
Spock and Kirk were in the ship together, and they're like kind of going back and forth, and Spock and her are arguing. Like I loved all those moments, and I kind of wish there was more of that, and I kind of wish there was more between those three characters. Those are my three favorite, and I kind of see them as like the main people of Star Trek in a way, at least to me from watching these new movies. So I kind of wanted to see them more together as like like this like group, the three of them.
Well, back in the original show, it was kind of like what's his name, Kirk and Uhura had a.
Yeah, they
Thing.
had a relationship.
Gotta
Yeah.
It wasn't really much of. I mean, Kirk was always Kirk. Like, I mean, but he macked on that. So I'm curious to see if they make another movie if that actually happens. Like,
I thought that
this-
was going to
this-
happen in this movie.
Yeah, that was, but no, because they introduced that blonde in the trailers, which
Oh yeah.
I was looking forward to because she's hot.
I think that Spock and Kirk are too broed out now, man.
Yeah,
They're like such buddy. They're like ride or die now. He'd never do that to him at this point.
Maybe
Yeah,
yeah, that's true. It is Kirk.
it is Kirk.
No boundaries. It's
I
space,
just-
man. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't
I mean,
claim
you
anything.
saw how he had his little threesome with cat ladies or whatever.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Kirk.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Now let's talk about lens flare.
There was a
What's that?
significant amount of lens flare.
But I
We're
will
missing
say,
the most important part of that movie, and that is how badass Khan was. This guy was taking down Klingon spaceships with handguns. Does anybody else not realize
and
how
his
badass that was?
his Mega Buster cannon thing or whatever the hell that was.
Oh man.
he was good, but I think I'm gonna say something a little bit controversial. What's that actor's name?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I think
Yeah,
he's,
that's what I thought. Too.
He's great and he's good, but like for whatever reason, the internet loves him, and I think he's like a little bit overrated, but he is good.
I think.
Yeah,
But just
badass.
people go
Where is he
nuts
from
for that guy.
originally?
I only know
Oh.
him from the show Sherlock that he does.
That's it. That's okay. All right.
And
There was
just
that one scene, man, where he's like facing the camera and he's talking about the crew and he just delivers that soliloquy and he like rolls the one tear down his eye. I was like, yo, he's gonna fuck somebody up. I don't know who, but he's gonna beat somebody's ass in a second. And I just thought he did a lot of justice to that character, and he kind of really made you like feel for the bad guy. I like bad guys that trick you into liking them for a little while before they stab you in the heart.
Yeah. Shut through the.
what did you guys think of the switcheroo of Kirk dying and Spock yelling the con? And
Oh, I loved it. That was awesome. I was just like, I almost applauded, but I felt like I was the only guy that like appreciated that.
Yeah, I've never seen the original, but when he did that, I really liked that. That was really cool to me.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I didn't like it because, like I said, my first experience with Star Trek was the 2009 movie. But I feel like Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, if you're a nerd, even if you're not into Star Trek, you kind of just know about it.
Right.
And I feel like it's kind of common knowledge that, like, oh, that's the movie where they kill Spock and Kirk yells Khan. Like, that's like a famous movie scene, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So, like, even me, not a Star Trek fan, I was like, come on, you guys are just...
I didn't want it, but the thing
insane.
is, I didn't want Kirk. First of all, I didn't want Kirk to do it. I think it made it a lot better when
Spock did it.
Spock
Oh, that's
did
what I
it,
forgot
because
to
he
talk
has
about.
he has no emotions, and when those little tidbits come out, because it does
Yes.
happen in the show when like he thinks Kirk is dead or something like that. There was I think it was in the show, or maybe it was in a movie. I can't remember, but I recall a scene when Spock is like, he's just like, calculated, and he's like, oh, Kirk, blah, blah, blah. And then Kirk comes through the door, and then you just see him. He lights up like, oh my God, it's Kirk. Like, it was a bit much, but it was just like, wow, that, you didn't think that this guy, the character, would actually, jump for joy. So
Yeah.
I suppose...
it's nice to see those outbursts from.
I just wanted something
Spock's
more
character.
original. Just why
Original?
just... Yeah.
But it's homage to the original, though.
I was the first, like, tell me, from the 2009 movie, was that much of a homage to the other ones? 'Cause I feel like that was completely new.
That was a completely original
Yeah,
plot
so
line.
I think they
But
should
the
just
thing
keep
is,
going with that.
but they can't do that because
they introduced
they
Khan.
brought the original Spock in there, so it's kind of has to follow now the
Oh, that's right.
the
At least
kind of
some
the
semblance of the
some
original,
yeah, it's got a reference to some of the actual events that happened in the show.
which is
The
because
references
awesome.
are fine, but
The
whole
thing
plot,
is that the movie that we saw in 2009, they never had anything. Like, the show started when they were already,
Yeah, I see what you're
already
saying.
journeyed through space and stuff like that, all that crap. So
But I mean, references are fine, but like to take like the actual plot of the other one, I don't know, it kind of bothers me. Maybe that's just how Star Trek is.
I don't believe the plot was exactly the same. I can't remember Wrath of Khan. It's been so long since I've seen
Lucky me, I've never even seen it.
it. But I don't think the plot is at all the same. Just the villain and the whole, God.
One thing I really, really loved about this movie was the evolution of Spock. I like how at the beginning of the movie he's sort of like more to his Vulcan side, and he's sort of like, because he's so logical, he ends up being kind of selfish because he doesn't really consider how other people would feel. How, I guess because he's a Vulcan, he wouldn't really see the need to. But as the movie progresses, I like how through certain events, like he just slowly but surely gets closer and closer to understanding what it is to be human and what it is to have a friend and not just an ally who's like your soldier or comrade. I thought that was super. And at the ending, the culmination was the Khan thing, and when he was like, it was great. I thought that was absolutely fantastic.
And he gave him that freaking Vulcan nerve
Yes.
pinch or whatever.
Oh yeah, that movie is
that
so
was awesome.
epic. Yeah, that movie is so epic.
Khan was just like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah, that
It's like
movie
nothing
is
else hurt
awesome.
me, but I feel this shit.
This hurts so bad."
Guys, I have to show you. My friend has this X-Men versus Star Trek comic. I kid you not. And like in the comic, Spock like does that shoulder thing to like Wolverine or something, and it's crazy. But
Then
yeah,
immediately dies afterwards.
I don't remember, but it's just like hilarious. That's off topic. Negatives about this movie, lens flare, even though he did it a lot less, I would say, than the first Star Trek and Super 8. Like, it was less lens flare, but there was still a lot. And I'm glad anytime they were not on the ship, there was virtually no lens flare, which was nice. Like, it was usually just when they're in space or on the ship, it was there. And then also the movie, and we talked about this, George, the movie had a lot of weird. I'm going to zoom in on this random character and I'm going to zoom in on this guy's face. And oh, here's a random person on the ship who's going to say something. And random aliens are over here and some weird blue-eyed deep voice guy.
That's cool because, well, he was like an android robot thing. But I know who you're talking about. Yeah, step down.
Yeah, to me, that's all really distracting.
Yeah, it was a little distracting. But it was kind of cool to see, like, there's other people on this goddamn ship than... I mean, if like, people don't realize, like, the show and you know, the original show and the other shows and stuff, all it is that it takes place on the bridge, like, where the main people that control, but there's like a whole ship. It's like a city in that thing, and you know, it's kind of cool that they're kind of showing the other people, and you know, you're seeing these people.
I love it that they're aliens on the crew.
Yeah, and one of them was actually in the first one, so. That weird alien chick with like the yellow eyes and the freaking green brown, like the doo-doo face. the doo-doo alien. I can't remember, but she was in the original. It's a hard face to forget. Yeah. But all right, let's.
We all liked it. We all liked it.
Yes. So what would you guys give it out of 5 stars? How many? Rico, go.
4.5.
4.5.
4. Solid 4.
4.
Yeah.
What's your name? Wade, go.
All right. If it's out of 5 stars, I don't math, by the way. I don't math. So out of 5 stars, if I give it a 3,
that's an average.
That's average.
Think of it like this. 1 is bad. 2 is below average. 3 is average. 4 is above average. 5 is perfect.
3.5.
Okay. And I think I'll give it a 4 as well. No. What did I give Iron Man? 4.5? I don't know. I think I give it a 4. Like, it was good. It didn't take too many risks with the story. They had a lot of homage to the original show, and just seeing especially, like, you know, what's his name? McCoy.
Yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm
a doctor, or not a savage, or whatever.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry. I'm confused.
I love all the what was it when he was making all the comparisons? Yes. He did like 4 metaphors in a row, and he's like, bro, just cut that shit.
With the cards and shit. I really, really love Kirk's interaction with his crew. It was so awesome. Because they're all so weird in their own way, and he's like trying to be like badass Kirk, and he's just like, I don't know what any of this means.
Speaking about badass, Sulu is possibly the most badass character on this thing. You will be destroyed. Oh man, I just want him to slip out an oh my.
Oh, you're talking about the Harold and Kumar Asian pilot?
Yeah, John Cho.
He had the best part in part 1 where they're taking him along to go on that machine that was destroying Vulcan, and like out of nowhere he's a crazy sword fighter. Yeah.
They really made him awesome.
He's pretty cool.
I don't recall him that much in the show. It was always Kirk and Spock, and then, you know, red shirts, and sometimes they'll bring down McCoy to the planet, you know, and Scotty, but
I was sort of disappointed in this movie because you remember that one scene where he was looking at those 2 guys. He was like, all right, now put on a red shirt. And I was just like, oh, shit, somebody's not coming back.
No, they took off. He's like, take off your red shirts, put these on or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's
too bad. They're still dead.
Did they die? Oh, a lot of people died. I forgot about that. Like, man, people were just like flying out into hyperspace.
I don't remember them, whatchamacallit, dying, because that was the scene when they go down and they fight the Klingons, which looked awesome, by the way.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, but
I want to fix my score. Um, not out of 5 stars, but out of
Oh,
10, I
dude,
give it
out
an
of
8.
okay, so then you're giving it a 4. It's
That's a
simple math.
4 star.
Yes.
Because the way you're
What is
explaining it
8?
wouldn't
8 is above average. All
right.
right.
Wouldn't 2.5 be average in a 5-star rating?
No. Think about it. Look, you're looking at freaking stars. Imagine stars in your brain, okay? Now, if you have 3 stars, that's the middle star. So that's the average star, okay? That makes sense?
That
Does
can't be in the middle because there's 5.
Oh,
Yes, it can. I'll take that back.
Jesus Christ, wait. I'm not going to have this discussion with you. So, we all agree. See it?
Yeah, see it.
See it.
See it?
To watch.
See it? Guys, if you haven't seen Star Trek, definitely recommend it. Go
And
for
we
it.
spoiled everything for you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
even though, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Totally spoiled it. See it?
See it.
Whatever. Yeah. Take it easy, guys.
Star Command.